All right, we're recording. So thank you guys for being on the call tonight. I am super excited about this one. I'm really excited about the new coach training that we put together, the 21-day accelerated training. I do believe that there's a lot of incredible information in there for you guys. It is fast-paced. It is a lot of information coming out every day, and you do have to stay on top of it. So I do urge you to hop in there every single day and, stay plugged in. But I just thank you for coming on tonight. I think that this will sum up the first week really well for you guys. Congratulations if you are a new coach on this team. You guys, this opportunity has changed my life. I do want to tell you my story just really, really quick. Not the whole thing, but in a nutshell. I became a coach 3 years ago, and I honestly was at a point in my life where I felt so lost. I had just had a baby. Prior to getting pregnant with her, had moved back in with my parents into my parents' basement. My dad got really sick, and so I had moved in to, help them with the household stuff and to try and get back on their feet. Their house ended up selling when I was living in their basement with my new baby. So I had nowhere to go. I did not have a job at the time because the job that I had was working like 14 hours with a huge clientele that I had to pass on to somebody else. I was not able to do it with a new baby. So at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do now, right? Like, I felt like at 22 years old, my life was over before it had even started, and I didn't know what to do. But the one thing that I did have and I knew that I needed to get under control was my health. And that was what got my family into this position in the first place. So I knew if I could just get my health under control, my weight under control, my self-image issues under control, then everything else would change. So I sold Brody Lynn's clothes, my baby's clothes, to buy my first challenge pack. So that whole, I don't have any money thing, you guys, is total crap because I had zero money. I sold her clothes to buy my first challenge pack. I signed up as a coach for the discount because I didn't have enough money to buy Shakeology, but I wanted to stay on it. And it all just started there. So, the house that we ended up moving into was crazy mold infested. It was horrible. I looked at my life and I was like, I need to change this. So I did turbo fire. I lost 40 pounds in 90 days. And at that point decided that coaching was something that I wanted to take a shot at. So I want you guys to understand that I was a new coach that had no background in health or fitness. I was 40 pounds overweight. I was a brand new mom. I was scared out of my mind. I had 100 friends on Facebook. I had no network of people. So I started 3 years ago at the exact same spot that all of you guys are, at, where I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I just had to start somewhere. So that's what I did. I decided that every single day I was going to plug away. I was going to make this work. I was going to make this opportunity work for me. I wasn't going to give up. And this was my one chance to, ultimately change my life and change the course of my life, that I would be able to take my daughter on trips and, just create that life of freedom for us. So I congratulate you guys on this incredible experience that has changed my life. It has given us opportunity to be able to travel, to buy our dream home, to be able to, do all these things and live a life of freedom. Andre and I are both full-time coaches. We stay at home. Beachbody is our sole income. So you guys, anything is possible with this business. The reason I'm telling you this is so that you understand that anything is possible in this business. Nobody has an upper hand on anybody else. It's just the drive inside of you. And if you want it bad enough, you can absolutely have it. And the really cool thing about it is that, when we started this business, we didn't have a whole bunch of training. We didn't have a whole bunch of resources available to us. So we were running like chickens with our heads cut off, not knowing what the heck we were doing, what a Success Club point was, what an Emerald coach was. We didn't know. I had no idea. So I had to Google it, I had to figure it all out on my own. For you guys coming into the business, we've been in this for now 3 years. So, you've got the tools all laid out for you, which is really, really cool. So that kind of puts you guys, ahead of the game, which is awesome. So I'm going to jump into some slides with you guys. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I did want to tell you guys, that I know where you're starting from, and I was absolutely there at one point in my journey as well. So can you see my slide? Yeah, you're good? Okay, cool. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is our resources. So there is a lot of resources available to you guys as a new coach. So I want to be the first to tell you, and I'm sure that a lot of the diamond coaches and star diamond coaches on this team will agree with me that this business, the more you can figure it out on your own and the more you can learn self-sufficiently on your own for yourself, the more effective it's going to be and the stronger you will be in your business. So I did a little thing, where do you find it info. So when you have a question, when something pops up as a new coach and you're asking yourself these questions, there's kind of a line that I want you guys to follow. So the first thing that you can do is head to your coach online office. That's the teambeachbody.com. And you log into you click the coach tab and go into your coach online office. In there is the FAQ. When you guys phone Coach Relations, usually Coach Relations is using the Coach FAQ files. So literally everything that you need to know about the business and questions that you're going to have about Shakeology. Is it safe for different things? How do I do certain things? What do certain ranks mean? Everything about the business is in there. The second thing that you can do with your questions is Google it. Google was my best friend as a new coach. That's how I learned everything about this business, how to use PicMonkey, how to edit photos, how to start a Facebook group, how to, what size to make a picture and to make it a banner in a Facebook group, everything. I learned it from Google. So before you go and ask your upline coach or start struggling over it or posting it in the group, Google it. The answer 100% will be on there. The third thing that you guys can do is ask in the team Facebook group. So the Inferno Brigade Coach Club, you guys, I created that group 3 years ago when I was a brand new coach. And every time I had a new coach come on, I would add them to the group. And I created that mainly so that there was a place where if anyone had questions, they could post it in there. It could get answered once. If they had really cool ideas, we could put our heads together and we could all work together in there. I was able to, connect with the entire team all at once. We are a team. There's a reason that they call it a team. And I think it's really cool that you guys have the opportunity to be a part of such an elite group of people. So absolutely utilize that team page. It's there for you. It's a tool that's there to work for you. So post your questions, post your ideas. There's some unbelievable masterminds in there, guys. So if you're like, I want to run a challenge group, but I don't really know how to do it and I want to bounce some ideas around, post it in there. If you're looking for a success partner, you're going to find the person in there. So use that group, get in there, get familiar with it. The fourth thing you can do is call Coach Relations. They are unbelievable and they're there to help you. They're available 24/7. So before you get frustrated, always phone Coach Relations. They can help you. And the fifth thing is if you still aren't satisfied with your answer, then go to your upline sponsor. So, we bring you on where our responsibility is to train you and give you the very, very best start, to give you all of the, tools and tricks that we have used to build this business. But it is not our responsibility to sit and wait at 10 o'clock at night to, for you to ask a question. So make sure that you've gone through all of the resources that you have before referring to your upline coach. If your upline coach is a newer coach, doesn't have the answer, then together you should go to a Star Diamond upline. So you guys have tons of tools that you're able to use in this business. The goal is to help you become as independent as possible, as quickly as possible. Like I said, the more you're learning for yourself, the easier this business is going to become. Don't forget, you guys, sorry, it looked like I ended the meeting. What the heck? There we go. Don't forget too, you guys, that, we're all learning together. So there's going to be all of these different people at the same stage as you. So don't feel afraid to reach out. You are ultimately, when you sign up as a new coach, you become the CEO of an incredible company that can turn into a multiple six-figure-a-year business. And I am proof of that. I sit here and tell you that, I've been through this entire thing. You have to treat your business like a business. And that starts with, not waiting for someone to come and tell you the answer, but being able to seek it out and find it for yourself. The CEOs of multi-million-dollar companies don't get stuck at a problem because their upline or the person that sold them the company didn't tell them, how to do it. They don't get stuck at that stuff. They go and they figure it out. So just so you guys know where you can find information, there's also the training website. That's awesome. So the 4 things that you guys want to focus on, and it's your main focus, if you can get this down to an art every single day, day in, day out, it is literally everything that I have used to build a successful business. And you guys, I'm not computer savvy. As you've seen, it took me like 10 extra minutes to even get our goal started tonight because I'm not good at it. And I didn't have a huge social media following. I did my first video after I was coaching for like 6 months. So, I mean, I had to start somewhere. And the 4 vital behaviors that Beachbody sets out for you, that was basically a poll that was done across all of the, superstar diamonds, all the $1 million earners. They said, what are the 3 vital behaviors, now 4. What are the 4 things that if they're done consistently every single day will build your business? So even though some people are growing, incredible businesses on YouTube, or they've used a blog, or they've used Facebook, whatever it may be, there's still a consistency across everybody. And that's the 4 vital behaviors. So what those are is invite, invite, invite. That means you have to be inviting people to the products, to the programs, to, coaching, all that stuff. You have to be talking about it. You guys, one thing that I want you to understand is that if you came into this business, if you're sitting there as a coach and you came into this business, to get rich quick, it's not going to happen. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. And if you came into this and you're not really 100% sure, sold on the Beachbody programs or Shakeology, it's going to be a really, really hard go for you. So, I mean, inviting should be very, very easy because you should 100% believe that this is the very, very best product out there, which it really, truly is. I would be willing to bet money on someone that can find something that's better on the market because I've looked. It's incredible. So I just want you guys to be proud of that, to own that, to know that you are part of something that has massive integrity behind it. And being able to invite to it is a blessing, you guys. Being able to invite your friends and family to a healthier lifestyle, to something that could change their life, and ultimately even something that may financially change the course of somebody's life. Being able to invite that is a blessing. So own that and don't be afraid of it ever. Don't ever be afraid of it. So invite, invite, invite. Be talking about the products, be doing the workouts, be talking about the workouts, inviting people to your challenge group. The second thing is be proof that the products work. You can't sell something that you're not using yourself. You can't sell something, that you can't prove is working. So if you're not doing the workout programs, yes, you can do them in the gym, by the way, guys. There's a lot of people that are like, well, I really like going to the gym. Can I still be a Beachbody coach? Absolutely. You still have to be showing that you're showing up, doing the workout, following your healthy lifestyle. You're drinking your Shakeology every day. And I'll tell you guys a secret. Every single time I stop working out, whether it be, my life gets really busy and I'm spending so much time in my job that I forget to do my workouts or something, my business starts to slide. So it doesn't matter where you get in the business. If you're not doing the workouts and drinking your Shakeology every single day, day in, day out, eat, sleep, and breathe the Beachbody products, you're going to have trouble. And it's funny because we were talking, as I've been talking to some of the diamonds about it, and they've said they can see a massive shift in their business from, they're kind of dabbling in the workouts and, drinking their Shakeology here and there. And the people that start, 21-day fix and they do it day 1 through day 21 and they show their results and do all these things. So extremely important, you guys. That's number 2. Number 3 is your personal development. Show me another company, you guys, that you actually get paid to grow a business and grow yourself as a person. And it just blows my mind. I think it's the most incredible thing ever, that you get to build a business on growing yourself as a person. And truth is, I'm a very, very different person now than I was 3 years ago. And I believe it's through the personal development that I had to get here. If you're struggling with something, use personal development. So you want to make sure that you're doing 10 to 15 minutes of personal development a day. Newbie coach mistake that I definitely made. I said, okay, I have to get personal development, so I'm going to go out, and I got John C. Maxwell's 21 laws of leadership, but I had no team, and I didn't even know what leadership meant. So you guys, it doesn't mean you have to go out and pick a book because we told you to read it. It means figure out what you're struggling with. Is it your confidence? Is it talking to people? Figure out what you're struggling with and go and self-educate yourself through personal development. And the fourth thing is recognition. So this is like really new. This just got introduced, but basically what it's telling you is that you can be doing all these things. You can be running the challenge groups, but you have to be recognizing the people that do take the time and the effort to join your challenge and come in. They do want you recognizing the people that are in your challenge group, showing up every day, having the results, strengthening their Shakeology, and recognizing your new coaches as they come into the business, as they rank, advance, all sorts of these things. And the last thing on this slide here, guys, is how to stay connected. So, I mean, it's really cool, this business. We have such an incredible group of leaders, such a cool team, and it's so diverse, and I love everybody on it so much. Staying connected is the most important thing that you guys can be doing. So reaching out to your upline coach, finding out what kind of trainings they're doing, getting involved with them. Don't sit back and think that you can do this on your own, because you can't. It's a lonely business. And I mean, we're all here for each other. So find out what kind of upline stuff you have going on. Check the Coach Online office every single day for news and updates. You know, don't go to your upline coach and ask them what's on sale this month without doing the research yourself with the resources that you have on the website. Tune into the National Wake Up Call and the team calls. Guys, these are led by people that have made millions and millions of dollars and been extremely successful in this business, and they're giving you their free tips and tricks. If you're not tuning into them, you're massively missing out, because they're giving you all of their free nuggets. So definitely use that tool. Get involved with your team in the team page. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I think one of the things that, you know, is so scary as a new coach is we don't know everything yet. And, you know, we go into this business and it can be scary as like, I don't have, you know, the credibility to be able to talk about these things, or how do I start talking about it on my page when people know that I just started on this journey? So I want you guys to know that no matter where you start, as long as you're leading with your passion and your experience, that will grow your business tenfold over anything else that you will learn along the way. I still in this business am leading from passion, my passion and belief in this product, and my experience with the programs themselves. So when should I be sharing? Right now. You guys, right now, starting today, starting tonight, from the second that you sign up as a coach, you start sharing. If you wait until you know everything, you guys, you're never going to know everything. But if you wait until you know everything, you're going to miss out on a very valuable experience, and you're doing the people around you a disservice. If I would have waited, you know, to start sharing, a lot of the top coaches on this team never would have seen my stuff. You know, Amber was one of my very first coaches that signed up. Carly was one of my first coaches that signed up. They're incredible leaders, you guys, but it was because I was like, okay, I'm just going to start. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I do love this product. I know that it works. I'm here working my butt off. And, you know, they joined me in the experience, and look at how it turned out, right? So don't hold that back from anybody. So a little example is recommending a restaurant. Would you wait until your friend asked you to recommend something that you loved? So if you went to a restaurant, you totally had an amazing time, the food was incredible, would you wait for your friend to come to you and say, hey, do you know of any really good restaurants, to tell her about it? Or with the next time you see her, would you say, oh my gosh, I went to this incredible restaurant, it was so good, the food was wicked, right? She would appreciate that and take it as value. You wouldn't feel like you needed to know everything. So I don't feel that I need to know everything about the restaurant, the menu inside and out, the ingredients of the food, exact location of the bathroom, and all the waiters' names before I have the, you know, credibility to be able to say, this restaurant is amazing. I love it. This is why I love it. right? And, the waiter won't be offended if you don't want dessert. So it's the same thing with Beachbody, you guys. You're on the programs, you're doing the workouts, you're drinking the Shakeology, you love it, you know why you love it. That's worth recommending. You don't have to know all the ingredients right away. You don't ever have to really know all of the ingredients because it's written out for you. That's the way that Beachbody is. That's what's cool about it, right? So just knowing that right from the second that you know that you love it, you have the credibility to be able to recommend and talk about it. So the other column that I put here is all I know is. So these are some tips on, things that you can talk about with people from the very beginning when you first start. Maybe you don't have a 40-pound weight loss yet, but all I know is I've lost, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. I feel better than I have ever felt in my entire life. I feel like I have so much energy. I feel like $1,000,000. I love the accountability in the challenge group. I love the group setting and the other women in there. It's really helping me. The business, you can start talking about that. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and now I can contribute to the car payments. I can contribute to the groceries by selling, 3 challenge packs. I was depressed. Now I feel like I have hope. I feel like I'm becoming a positive role model. And this is all how you develop your story, you guys. Share where you're going with it. The train is leaving the station. Are these people going to be on it? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So, just don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to talk about it, because it doesn't matter how smart you get, how knowledgeable you become in this business. The thing that is still going to push you forward more than anything else in the marketing aspect of it is going to be your passion and your experience and why you love it, and give people a reason to follow you. What the heck? I'm just trying to find the other slide here, guys. Just hang on. Okay, here we go. So here is a little example that I put together for you guys about how to market on your Facebook page. So personally, I have used my personal Facebook page right on my Facebook page. I've built probably 99% of my business. I did not have a fan page. I was not running all the paid ads. I don't really do Instagram. I'm dabbling in all that stuff, but I have mainly built my business organically off of my personal page. And this is how I've done it. So here's some posting examples for you guys. The top one, don't do this. This was a major mistake that I made also as a new coach. The reason that it's wrong is because it has a price tag on it, whether it be the actual price of the program or get this for $10 or whatever it may be. The second that you discount your program or put a price tag on it, it lowers the value of it. So instead of talking directly about the price tag that's on it, you want people to be able to come to you so that you can ask them about their goals and what they want to achieve. When you start talking about the program and eventually tell them a price, they will understand the value for their own goals behind the program without just seeing a giant price tag. Put a giant price tag on it, that's all they're going to see. They're not going to listen to anything else. It's going to be very hard to sell them a challenge pack. This is not personalized. It's tacky, it's ugly, it's salesy, and it leaves no reason for a person to ask the coach, more about it. And they're most likely going to Google what 21-day fix is, and then they're going to order it off the Beachbody website. They'll come back to you a week later and say, hey, I got the 21-day fix. Can I be in your challenge group? And it's like the most deflating thing ever. So don't do that. What you can do, though, is market yourself, brand yourself, always, pushing to brand yourself. So I'll talk about that a little bit after. Why the bottom picture is right is because it reflects a healthy lifestyle. So it's still showing, my Shakeology, it's still showing me workout. There it is. It's me. I am creating that healthy life. I am being a product of the product. It's real. It's human. It's real life. There I am. It's me. It's relatable. So the people that are following me on my Facebook, watching me through this journey, they know that that's an authentic transformation. People on your Facebook want to see you. If they wanted to see a whole bunch of Beachbody ads, they could turn on the infomercial, they could go to the Beachbody website, but they don't. They're following you out of, thousands and thousands of coaches on Facebook because they want to see your face, your journey, what you're doing. So give them that. And this picture, ultimately, it leaves open for, oh my gosh, Casey, how did you do this? It's a conversation opener. So I can guarantee if I posted the bottom picture, I'm going to get a lot more people asking me questions and opening those conversations up than the top picture. Oh, shoot. So, I mean, branding yourself, what the heck? Where am I here? I can't see my slide. Yeah, okay. So branding yourself is the most important thing in this business, you guys. If people wanted to buy a Beachbody program, like I said, they can go to the website, they know where to find it. But people follow you for a reason. People want to see your journey, how you're doing it, creating that value on your page, and they want, you know, something out of you. So the more value you can add right away on your personal page, the better. So what I always say to my new coaches is before you post any picture, before you do any post, before you do anything on your Facebook, ask yourself these questions. Does this picture add value to my page? Does this give my audience a reason to follow me? Does this picture serve a purpose? Does this post follow the theme I want to follow on my page? So basically what that means, you guys, is that it's very, very easy, and I see a lot of new coaches doing this, is to post a picture of you with your shaker cup and put blueberry Shakeology, great breakfast, right? And that doesn't create value and kind of is irritating, you know, when you see this over and over and over again. And when there's thousands of Beachbody coaches on Facebook posting the same thing, you're headed for a reason to be blocked. But what you can be doing is talking about, you know, just constantly adding value even with your Shakeology posts and your workouts. So instead of posting, you know, a sweaty selfie in the morning and just putting day one, you can talk about little nuggets and pieces of your journey along the way, and it, you know, it just creates traction on your page. So some of the do's for this is use pictures of yourself. Don't put pictures of Autumn or pictures of other Beachbody things like I told you before. Do use recipes and tips when posting your foods. Don't just post a picture of your lunch and say, awesome lunch, thumbs up. Talk about the recipe. So when you're posting a picture of your salad, put what you put into your salad, put the container equivalents, put why you're eating these things. Because for me, I don't really care what you're eating. The person, if I'm following you, I don't care what you had for lunch. I really, really don't. And I don't even really want to see it. But if I'm watching your journey and I'm watching you have this weight loss success and you post this recipe and then you tell me what the recipe is, chances are that's going to give me a reason to keep coming back to your page because I want to see what you're doing. Does that make sense? Always adding value. So there's two kind of different ways that you can do it. You can post it, you know, just you know, showing a picture of what you're doing, but then you can also add value and give people a reason to follow you as opposed to anybody else. Using knowledge and education for Shakeology posts, not just a picture of yay for breakfast. So, I mean, Shakeology, you guys, is incredible. The ingredients in it, I could just cry. It makes me so happy. I love Shakeology so much for so many different reasons, and I love talking about it. But you guys, I didn't always know this much about Shakeology, and to be honest with you, when I first tried it, I hated it. I thought it was horrible, and I was so sad that I spent all of this money on a month's supply of Shakeology because it was gross, because I didn't make it right. And, you know, so I know that there's a lot of people out there that if I just post a picture of my shake, I'm going to drive them nuts and they're going to block me and delete me because it's irritating, right? I don't want to see that stuff. I don't want to see another shake. But if I'm talking about the knowledge that I'm learning from it, the education behind it, the ingredients, what the different ingredients can do for my body, how I'm balancing, you know, the alkalinity in my system, how I'm having better digestion, how I'm sleeping better, and why, how I'm balancing the hormones. You guys know where I'm going with this. If I can talk about that kind of stuff, it adds so much value behind Shakeology. So when I tell people, you know, talking about the challenge packs and that sort of thing, and I tell them, and you get a month's supply of Shakeology, it makes them excited, okay? It's not just another workout shake. I want you guys to know that I'm not just, you know, on another protein shake from some company that I'm trying to make some money off of you. It is legit the best thing out there, and this is why. Do use your post to add value to your page. I can't stress that enough. If the post doesn't add value and give people a reason to follow you, either change the wording of the post or don't post it, okay? And some don'ts are don't share someone else's posts. Don't share Beachbody blog entries all over your page. Autumn's video about the containers and why protein is good for your body. Don't share. If you love something enough to share it, make it your own. Recreate the video, do it your own, recreate the recipe, take a picture of it, and use that value, because chances are if you want to share it and you love it, it's got good value to it, but it's not yours. It doesn't give them a reason to follow you. So just change it up a little bit and add value to your page with it. Don't share Beachbody content. It's spammy. So don't share the sales of the month that are going on. Don't share the program, the front of the program, that sort of thing. And don't do like, hi, I'm a Beachbody coach. Come to me for the 21-day fix. Like, that stuff is spam, you guys. And ultimately, as a business owner, as a new coach, a thing that you kind of have to figure out is your jam with the whole thing. But branding yourself is going to be the most important thing that you will ever do. So always focus kind of on that first. I'm just trying to find here. Okay. So your personal page, we'll talk about this. Like I said, I have built most of my business right on my personal page by posting 3 to 5 times a day, original content, what makes me me, what I love. You guys, if someone that doesn't know me goes to my page, they can get a pretty good idea of who I am. In fact, I've had people come up to me even in the last little while and they're like, oh my gosh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you and Andre and Brody Lynn. That's fantastic. And I'm like, I've never met you in my life. So it's kind of cool, that I've actually created an atmosphere on my Facebook that people feel like they know me, they can engage with me. And I love that. I'm not just known as another Beachbody coach. Sounds good. So your personal page, you want to keep it short and to the point. Guys, don't have to write novels on everything that you're doing. If it's a recipe, write it out short, to the point. If it's your workout, put it with a workout quote of the day, something motivational, something that can help. The things that can be a little bit longer are the parts of your story that you want to share. And I'm not telling you to go, blast your stuff all over Facebook and tell every little point of your life, because I think a lot of new coaches are like, oh, I'm scared. I don't want to tell every little aspect of my personal life all over Facebook. And I'm not telling you to do that. What I am telling you, though, is that I can tell you parts of my story and struggles that I have gone through and things that I have gone through before becoming a Beachbody coach that I learned through Beachbody, that it actually helped me change my life. And I know if I told that to someone that was struggling with the exact same thing that I was, it would be the one thing that would be the light bulb that would go off in their head, and they would decide, you know what, I am going to trust her. I am going to do it with her. Right? So just knowing that sharing your story, enough about your story, about, how this has changed your life, that will be the best selling point for you. How Beachbody is helping you. So I know that you guys go through this with all of your upline coach will go through this usually on the Getting Started Right call with you guys on developing your story and stuff, but it is okay to talk about how I was before Beachbody, what my turning point was within Beachbody, and how I am now, and use that story constantly as your, driving tool for the business. Make sure that your posts are eye-catching. Stop the scroll. If it takes you 50 times to take a selfie, you guys, that's totally okay. Make sure that your pictures are good photo quality. They have good lighting. They're a good angle. That is not like, take it from down here like this, because nobody wants to follow that on Facebook. They like eye-catching, exciting photos, of what you're doing. We are massively a mobile generation. I'm sure you guys can all agree with me on that. We're a very mobile generation. We all have our cell phones in our hand all the time. And we're scrolling like this. You got 5 minutes, you're waiting for your supper to finish, and you're sitting there and you're scrolling like this. And it's only the eye-catching, the exciting jump out photos that I'm actually going to stop and read. So the photos are very, very important, you guys. For your personal page, I want you guys to pick 5 categories. So a little exercise that I did a while back with my new coaches was to take out a piece of paper, and on one side of it, write out everything that you think a Beachbody coach is. Write out everything that you think of Beachbody coaches. What is every, stereotypical Beachbody coach? And on the other side of it, write out everything that makes you unique about being a coach. So what is it about coaching that makes me different, that sets me apart from all of the other coaches? I was a young mom. I'm Canadian. All of these different things that I could pick out, I could go on and on, but picking out 5 categories that make you different. So for me, the 5 categories that I tend to follow on my Facebook are my fitness, my family, my financial freedom. I talk about that a lot. I'm an outdoors person. I'm a coffee addict. So those are my 5 categories that I talk about, and I talk about them all the time. My fitness, I'm a foodie, my family, my coffee, and my freedom. So those are my 5 categories. I tend to stick to those. Those all, they set me apart. They make me different. They give people a reason to follow me, or they also give people kind of that common interest and give us something to talk about. The rule of thumb, guys, is 20% fitness on your page. 20% fitness. So, if you're posting 3 to 5 times a day, if you do 1 post about your fitness, that's perfect. If you're only posting 1 time a day and it's always your workout of the day, I would delete you because it's annoying. Right? So you have to be diverse. You have to be making it original. You have to be talking about all the things that are relatable. Your news feed should appear like a small reality reel, like a reality TV show. I could go to your page and I could scroll through everything and know what you were doing over the last 5 days. I could watch your fitness journey. I could watch your health journey. I could watch your kids grow up, all that kind of stuff, right? So rule of thumb, only 20% fitness. You need to be posting 3 to 5 times a day about your 5 categories. Does that make sense? We're all good? Have I lost you guys? It's good also to often ask something of your audience. People love to engage and people love to give their opinion. People love giving their opinion about stuff, especially if it's parenting stuff. They just love it. They eat it right up. So ask questions on your page about different things, not even health related. It's going to create a lot of traction. When somebody comments on your stuff, they're going to see everything that you post for like the next week. So be asking, be engaging, be, liking and commenting on your stuff. Go through your page, you guys, after this call. Go through your last 5 to 10 posts and ask yourself, would I follow this person for these last 5 to 10 posts? Would I follow her? Would I follow him? Or is it just about their fitness, or is it a bunch of Beachbody ads? If it was me, would I have clicked follow so that I could follow this person and gain value from them? Your audience wants to follow you. Give them more of you. Stop giving them a whole bunch of everybody else. And always be branding yourself. And the picture of the well, the whole point of that, the whole point behind that is kind of, I just want you guys to understand that this business, you know what that is. It's like one of those old fashioned things, and you pump it and you pump it and you pump it. And it's like completely exhausting. And you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to faint. And nothing comes out of it. You get nothing out of it. And then all of a sudden the water starts to flow, and it flows really easy. And then you only have to pump it every once in a while, and the water continues to flow. And you guys, your business is the exact same thing. Your Beachbody business is the exact same thing. And as a new coach, you're going to pump your business, and you're going to be posting, and you're going to be talking, and you're going to be working your butt off, and you're going to be drinking your Shakeology, and you're not going to get any challengers out of it, and you're not going to get very many likes, and you're not going to get much engagement. But if you consistently do it and you don't give up and you don't stop over the course of time, eventually people will be able to watch what you're doing. They're going to catch on. The water is going to start to flow. The people are going to start to, start flowing in, and it's going to be really easy to continue the challenge groups, continue the posts, continue what's going on. Does that make sense? It truly is like that. It truly is. So it's a ton of work in the beginning, a ton of effort, and it seems like you're not getting much out of it, but you have to keep doing it long enough that you can create that momentum for yourself. I think I only have one more slide for you guys, and then we can do a little Q&A. What'd I do? Oh my God. See, I'm like so technology challenged. Okay. I think that's the right one. Where is it? Okay. You guys see the Coach Basics one there? Okay, so basically I just wanted to make this slide so that you guys understand the group and kind of where it came from. So I know that it popped up and you're like, sweet, free, getting like a wicked new training, I'm gonna pop in there, but you don't fully understand what it is. So we got together, some of the top coaches on the team, the diamond coaches, star diamond coaches on our team. We all got together and, you know, created a training that was only 21 days long. So like I said before, it's tough, it's hard, you got to stay on top of it or you're gonna fall behind. But basically it's an interactive, participation driven coach training group where you can learn the fundamentals of the business, support your team, experience the importance of accountability, connection, and goal setting. The key is to implement and act on what you learn. So we've given you the best of the best things that we have learned, the stuff that I have learned that has built my business the best over the last 3 years, the other top coaches, what their best practices are. We've put it all together for you guys in an interactive group so you guys can check in every single day. I promise if you do exactly what we tell you to do every single day in the group, your business will grow. You're going to learn a ton. You'll create some momentum. The goal out of the group, and I would, you know, the people that do it every day and do exactly what we say, it will happen, is to hit Emerald Coach and Success Club. The Inferno Smart Start training, so the one that we're doing right now, is going to start on the first Monday of every month. So it's something that we're going to implement team-wide. I'm going to do it with you guys every month because I love the unity of it. I love being able for you guys to be able to learn from so many different incredible leaders, because there is a ton of great information you know, in the training. So that's what is created. I urge you guys to please just give us 21 days, stay focused, stay on top of it, stay in the group. It's going to be an incredible training. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. If you guys have any questions for me at all about the training, about anything, the floor is open. Ask me anything. I hope that helped a little bit. I want you guys to understand, as new coaches, there's so much to learn. Don't worry about left leg, right leg, volume, Emerald. Don't worry about that stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that, you know, you're plugging in, you're doing your workout, you're drinking your Shakeology, you're following a meal plan. And you guys, it's not so important just as a marketing perspective. It's so important because if I can get you guys healthy and living an incredible life, that's more important than anything. And if you're on the right track, people are going to wonder what you're doing and the business will come naturally. So that always needs to come number one. Okay. As a new coach, follow the vital behaviors day in, day out. Don't stop. Don't give up. Even when you feel like you've pumped your well handle so much and it's just not working out, just keep going and don't stop and you will get there. Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions? Are you guys sleeping? Did I put you to sleep? What is a success partner? So actually, you know what? That's coming up later in the training. If you guys are in there, it's really cool. We're actually going to set you guys up with success partners. But basically what that is somebody else that is a coach. That usually we set you up with somebody else, but it's someone that you stay accountable with. You can kind of throw ideas around with. So often success partners, the really neat thing about them is you don't have a huge team backing you, a place where you can interact and stuff. So it really helps with that. But basically a success partner is just someone else that's doing the business with you, like an accountability partner kind of. What is Success Club? So I'm not going to get into that kind of stuff tonight. That is all in the training website. If you haven't done the first 2 tabs of the training website, make sure you get in there and do it. It's going to talk about Emerald Coach. It'll tell you about Success Club. It'll teach you about all that kind of stuff. When do you start talking about your next challenge group? So it's also in the group. In the next couple of days, we're going to talk about that. But you can start talking about your next challenge. Like I always start a new challenge the first Monday of every single month. So if it's 2 weeks prior, then I'll talk about my current challenge group. If it's too late, then I'll talk about the next month. I hope that makes sense. But I always have, so consistency, you guys, in your business. Like I said before, consistency is key. So in your business, like I start my challenge group the first Monday of every single month. I'm going to start the new coach training the first Monday of every single month. I do my sneak peek the last Thursday of every single month, and it's consistency. So I'm never without a challenge group to put people into or to promote my business. I'm never without a coach training group that I can promote the business. I always have something going on, and I know what's coming up. I'm going to read this up. It says, I don't know if this is off topic, but if you have people sign up and doing a challenge, how do you stay in contact with them? I message them and they ignore me. I don't want to give up on their challenge. Or I don't want to give up on them, but they won't open my message. So honestly, you guys, the best advice that I can give you is you can only work with the willing. And there's going to be so many people that are so eager and they're like, want to join your challenge, they're going to lose 30 pounds, and they come in and they're all hot on it, and a week later they're gone. They're gone. And it's really, really hard because we do want to help everybody. And I know that we all came into this business because we genuinely want to help people, but not everyone wants your help. Not everyone is there yet. Not everyone is willing to make that, that next step. So just be gentle on yourself, you guys. And I urge you to understand that the whole way through this business there's a lot of times when you're going to have to be gentle on yourself and understand that not everybody is ready for the journey. People drop out of your challenge. It's nothing that you did. It's that they didn't want it bad enough. If they return the programs, it's not because they're not the best of the best. It's because they weren't ready. If you have coaches drop rank or they quit, it has nothing to do with what you did or your, ability to train them. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, and it's going to happen. It is inevitable, right? So don't worry about it. I mean, if they don't want your help, there's thousands of people out there that really, really do need your help. So, go seek them out. How do we invite people that we don't know? So that's also going to be covered in the coach group. But basically, how are you inviting people that you don't know? If you're posting your journey consistently 3 to 5 times a day on your Facebook, you guys, there's millions and millions of people on social media that are just looking to find people to follow and search, because that's what we do. We love to, stalk people on social media, or strangers. So if you're doing your job in posting and sharing your journey and sharing your transformation and loving it and eating and breathing, this incredible, incredible journey, people will find you and they're naturally going to ask. They'll ask. I mean, the invitation will happen. As far as inviting people, I mean, I still invite people too. And it's as simple as just throwing somebody a message and saying like, hey, I have a challenge group coming up. Hence why challenge group is a bread and butter of your business. I have a challenge group coming up. I have a spot available. I think that you would have a ton of fun in there. The girls are awesome. If you're interested in it, I can, send you the details. The worst that they're going to say is no. And if they say no, then so be it. As far as a fan page, getting it to 1,000 likes, that's a whole nother training, you guys. That if you're a brand new coach and you're worrying about getting your page to 1,000 likes and all that other kind of stuff, honestly, I never used a fan page for the first year of my business. And I became like almost a 6-star diamond coach without it one. So I'm not the one to talk to about it 100%, I guess. I mean, do you have to get it to 1,000 likes? It is the best way to do it. Yes. But there's a lot of other ways to grow it. And regardless of what you're doing on your fan page, your personal page is still going to be your bread and butter. If you're not working your personal page, the whole fan page thing is just going to fall apart, because it's a trust thing. You guys, you're not selling skin cream. You're not selling candles. That's not what we're selling. I don't have to trust the person that I buy candles off of. I really don't. It's like a quick transaction. The candles come to my house. My house smells great. It's not a trust thing. Whereas when I'm talking to people about my feelings, about my goals, about my personal life, about the things that I'm struggling with, I better trust that person, right? I'm not just going to go up to my, someone and start talking about my personal self if I don't trust them. So the personal page works best because the trust is already there. Those people know you. They trust that you're going to be there. They know who you are. They've been watching your journey, and there's that sense of that there. Whereas a fan page, they don't know you from Jack, And that's scary, and it's very hard to sell a challenge pack to those people. So make sure you're using your personal page 100%, at least for the first 6 months while you're growing your fan page. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, whoever said that they have an inviting script. Yes. Okay, so if you guys don't have any more questions, I can end the call for tonight. I'm going to quit recording anyway.